Hello, good morning, warm welcome to Women on Wealth, and today it is time to decode the Economic Times newspaper. This is the pink paper. A lot of women shy away from reading it because they don't understand it. Why we are decoding the Economic Times newspaper? So that we women change this attitude. We begin to read about finance, investments, companies, businesses, and actually create wealth by using this information to our advantage. So this is the conversation that we are bringing week after week, and today is the 216th episode, which means it's the 108th week. Yes, 108th week to running the decoding series. So warm welcome, congratulations, we are more than a year old and we grow together strength to strength. That's the conversation and that's the commitment that each woman grows financially day by day. We at Women on Wealth believe that you can make just 1% improvement daily in your money life and become 37 times better with your finances in an year's time. So together with all these decoding free lives and all the paid initiatives that we have, our intention is, like I said, that women move forward towards reaching their financial goals. So this is the conversation for today. This is the commitment for today and always. We are 11 years old in this work. We were the first movers. We started the movement of women taking charge of their finances. And we will continue to grow strength on strength with that mission. Hi Raksha, Lata, good morning. Warm welcome. Good morning, my people. What an absolute privilege having you. So let me share what happened today morning. So I was sitting, with my glass of milk and nuts and seeds, and I started looking at the Economic Times newspaper. And it was so interesting. The first thing that I generally do is look up at all the headlines, like what all has been happening. And then I look for, what interests me? Like really, what interests me? Where is this world going? That's often something that I look for in the papers. Like I will see, where is the world going? Where the future is going to be? And am I aligned to that future? Whatever actions I'm taking today, is that aligned? Or whatever you're doing, are you aligned? So that's the eye from which I look up the headlines and then select the articles that I want to bring to you. Hey Sunita, Lara, Hedi, Gitanjali, welcome. Yes, and let those hearts keep coming. Let those thumbs up keep coming. Thank you guys. So everybody who's joined, do acknowledge your presence. Let me know you're here for your financial growth, because that is what matters here. You showing up, nothing else. Hey Usha, good morning. Yes, love that sun coming in with the morning. Okay, so when I was looking up the newspaper, today the first thing that really caught my eye was, after 2 years, e-commerce discounts are back in town. So e-commerce companies, they are back giving far more discounts. So all the pent-up demand which was there, the newspapers report that has been used up, and now there's a slump. And in order to deal with this slump, the e-commerce companies, they're coming up with discounts. Example on items like TV, fridge, mobile phones, etc. So inventory is piling up, the demand is low, and that is bringing back the online discounts. Now when I was reading this, I was thinking that one is that there was pent up demand, it got used up, and now people are not demanding as much. And then another thing that occurred to me was also with inflation showing up, right? We all know that inflation is at an 8-year high right now. There was this article we decoded a couple of weeks ago, and we saw that 8-year high, inflation was at 8-year high of 7.8%. And after that, RBI started taking a lot of moves So liquidity was sucked out of the economy. How was that sucked out? The RBI increased the rates, the repo rates. And then because that happened, so repo rate is the rate at which the bank lends, the RBI, the central bank lends to banks. Now because that repo rate was increased, of course it will be passed on to the customers. So the lending rate was increased. Yeah, and now with the lending rate increase, first it was increased and well, there's another article that I just, while I was thinking all this, that what's happening, the liquidity is going out, of course demand is going to come down, and yes, sales are going to be rising. But if inflation is not coming down, then really is this is this action worth it? Because, well, I am seeing this as a commoner, right? I can see things getting expensive and I don't see them coming down. I mean, price coming down. So I was just wondering to myself, okay, is inflation really coming down? Maybe not in the short term, but let's see in the long term what happens. So, all these conversations, while I was reading this, was showing up. And then I reached to another article. Now, why I'm sharing all this is because it is clear for me that it is the mindset that helps. How do you think? That helps. If you don't think and you don't think deeply, like some people, one of my mentors used to say, and he's a serial entrepreneur and a very successful guy. I mean, I call him my startup expert. Okay, my mentor. And, he, would always say, what was the conversation I was creating? Guys, I lost it in, remembering him. There was some conversation that I was creating that he tells me. Well, that's life, okay. In acknowledging him of who he is for me, I lost the thread, okay. So I'm coming back now. And if you remember what I was saying, then you can just type it here. Okay. And remember, I'm a human being. I might be an expert at something, but I'm a human being and I will mess up too. And I am not going to shy away from saying that I messed up. Okay. So I've forgotten. And in case you remember, just type it in. Maybe the thread comes back to me. Hi, Arshita. Welcome. Oh, yes. Usha. Yes. The way of thinking I was talking about. Thank you. So, so this mentor of mine, he would, and the startup expert that he is, he would, ongoingly talk about building mindset. He would say, you can have the best of the ideas in your business, but if you don't have the mindset for it, it ain't going to take off. It ain't going to grow to the level that you envision it to grow to. And, that's the same thing that I believe with money too, right? Like, if we can't think deeply and, widely enough about finances and about where the future is going to be, where are we headed, what's happening around us, then things are not going to change. So he used to say there are certain people, who will just keep swimming, right at the surface. They will have certain kind of experience. But people who go deep in will have a different experience. And we got to become people who can really deep dive, who are willing to take those risks. Now, risk doesn't mean, you unnecessarily waste your money or you speculate it in places where you've not researched well. No. I'm not talking about that kind of risk. But risk like, the risk I'm taking. Example, the risk I'm taking that, okay, guys, this is how I do it. And I come online and I share it. Right? And if I forget it, I say I've forgotten. And then you guys support me. So, yeah, it's a risk. Right? That everybody is putting, anybody who's coming on and, inside of supporting other people is taking that risk. Right? So, all of us, we need to take risks, different kinds of risks, and how it occurs for me is that, we got to break barriers and go beyond, go beyond all that is limiting us. Okay, so if you cannot think deeply, you ain't going to make it to your goals. This is also an access to getting there and to think deeply. I think, all this information that we get, say, from the Economic Times, any money magazine, any business magazine that I read, this is really useful. Helps me think through that, okay, where's the ball going to be? Now, I don't know the future, of course, but can I keep dancing in this conversation? Can I keep going back to nothing, like another mentor of mine says, that, okay, whatever stories you cook, Priyanka, can you go back and get to nothing? Because who knows, whatever you're cooking up, if that's going to show up or not. So can you really, dance in the conversation? Now, dancing in the conversation is, can I just be? Can I just be, and can I look up all this information, and then, how do I assess? What do I assess? Of course I analyze, and of course it's human to cook stories that, okay, maybe this will happen, maybe that will happen, and then again go back to nothing. Maybe inflation doesn't come down here in this case, and maybe it does. Maybe it is just that the demand comes down. Okay, and with the demand coming down, of course the inventory is going to pile up. There's more supply which is going to happen. In economics, yes, people say that, when the inventory is going to pile up, there's going to be more supply, then prices are going to come down. But well, I've not really seen that happening in real estate. Example, people are demanding real estate, lower and lower. I'm watching it for years now. Yes, the property market cycle is long, but at the same time, has the price really come down for real estate? No. So, all this sticks in my mind when I'm reading. And then I keep kind of questioning, answering, thinking, analyzing, going to nothing, coming back into my judgments. I keep doing that. And this is human. You will do that too. Right? We're all humans. We will do that too. Just the only thing to watch for is whatever stories we cook, because we all cook them, right? We all analyze from our experiences of life. But whatever we cook for the future, let's not be driven by it. Let's really, really go to nothing at all times. And that is what true decoding is. In my world, that's really decoding. Where I can think, I can use my mind, I can put it to use. At the same time, I know this means nothing. Maybe something else is going to happen. So everybody start typing. What are you getting? What are you understanding? Because today I'm attempting to combine the information which is in the papers with how you need to think. What your investor mindset needs to be. So start typing, guys. What are you getting? What are you understanding? What are you learning? And I will meanwhile, while you guys are typing, and do write quick one-liners, because we're losing time. And another article that really interested me today was on, there is this page called Disruption, and it is on startups and technology. And I love businesses. I want to say this. I love businesses like I love money. I love wealth creation. I love women. Right? These are my passion areas. So this is one page that I will definitely read. I will definitely go over. Of course, I am not interested much in this company, raised this much money. This company is now worth this much $1 billion, this, that. I mean, it's okay. This information is okay, but it doesn't interest me personally. So I will build on this, okay, that what interested me after I read what Sugandh is saying. So Sugandh is saying, takes real awareness to first of all acknowledge that we know nothing or have to go back to nothing and start from there. Yeah, got it. Yes, got it. It takes a lot of awareness, lots of courage to say, okay, am I thinking right? Am I going in the right direction? And I could be wrong, and it's okay to be wrong. The more mistakes we make, the more learnings we will have. So got that, Sugam? So I'm going back, there was this article on, and this article is called, it is the FOMO. FOMO is fear of missing out, we all know that. It's the FOMO. Stupid e-tailers, banks now enter Metaverse. So now I'll give you an example of what Metaverse is, because this is another article that connects with me. It connects with my heart. I love to see where the future is going to be, like I keep saying. And this article helps me see where the future is going to be. So it says that a digital solution provider for financial institutions, it's called Kia.ai. Yeah. So Kia.ai is a digital solution provider for financial institutions. So last week what it did is it launched a banking metaverse. What is a banking metaverse? Where it will build secure 3D virtual environment. So a 3D virtual environment will be built for banks to create life-like experiences for their customers. So I'm sitting on my seat, my hot seat, and right here I will have a 3D experience with a bank, and it will give me a life-like experience. Maybe it will give me an experience like how I am interpreting it. Maybe it will give me an experience that I'm sitting with a bank and I'm sitting with a real banker. Now look at it, that, like as a business, as a woman who wants to make more money because I want to skill up to that level. Not that I'm greedy, but I think, it just demonstrates to me how skilled I am. Right? Because the wealth you create is directly proportional to the skills you have. So, this information tells me, again, where the world is moving. And where, what is that direction we need to see in. The speed with which disruption is coming. How change is coming. And how we got to keep up. We got to move. Right? Like I can't be sitting here with an old way of thinking, old way of doing things. No. So, such articles are giving me power. Right? They're giving me the power to think, grow, be ahead. So if you want to grow, if you want to move forward, then, this kind of decoding and, you picking up articles, information, and then decoding it, thinking through it, discussing it with each other in the inner circles. Yeah, women who've done the Money Gym program, you've done the stocks course, you're in our inner circle. Use that space. Use that space, move. And if you're not in the inner circle, I invite you to come in. Okay? Let me see what our women are saying. Harshita is saying, aligning ourselves to the future. I love this point of yours. Thank you, Harshita. If that's one idea you can take away from this live was worth it. That's it. Good morning, Diksha. Nima is saying it's okay to err, as we're all human, but keep moving. Yes, we're all human. We all will err. And can we go beyond those mistakes? Can we forgive our own selves first and move forward? Like I think, on that, Nima, I want to say, like I don't even expect myself to be perfect. Right? I want to be vulnerable. Because that's my happy space. That is a space where I'm fully self-expressed. I'm free. There's nobody else to be. Like, I don't need to pretend. I don't need to be somebody else. I can just be myself because this is who I am, and I can come and just support as much as I can. Usha, what's the secret behind this much energy, Priyanka? Wow, what a lovely question, and thank you for complimenting. In this question, I can see that there is a compliment, that you're complimenting me that I have energy. The secret, let me decode that too. Well, I think it's the purpose, the higher purpose in life. Like for me, There is nothing bigger than helping women take charge of their finances. For me, this is my life. Yeah, this is one of my big priorities. So I think finding your life purpose and then living that life purpose, and then yeah, I'm just getting present to that. The purpose just kicks me out of the bed, right? I slept at 2 a.m., right, because there were family conversations that I was having, and I slept at 2 a.m. But then, I was up at 6:45, ready to begin and rock. So, not that I've slept a lot to get all this energy, but I think, and I'm not saying that sleep is not important, of course it is. I take my 8 hours sleep as much as I can. But yeah, I think having your life purpose, living that life purpose, being one with your parents, right? Really being one with your parents because they are your source, right? Yeah, I mean, this is where we are born from. So, being one with them, yeah, that's what's showing up right away, okay? If I think more, I'm sure I'm going to get present to more. And of course, having loving, supporting people around who just willing to go all out. Okay, Nima is saying being vulnerable, that needs courage. Absolutely. And each one of you are courageous women who have, broken barriers. How many women really take charge of their finances? Very few. And you are one of those first movers. And I'm talking to each one, and I so acknowledge that about each one of you. So start typing, guys. What are you taking away today? What are you learning? What are you understanding? And while you are doing that, please start also sharing this video, because who knows, there might be some women out there somewhere in different parts of the country, world, and saying that, hey, I want to take charge. How do I do it? And maybe this path, crosses their path. So yeah, please share the video and also type in what you're taking away. And yes, keep sending in the thumbs up that some of you are sending, and love, everything. Quick one-liners, guys. Sugan, trying to take away even 1% of your energy, I give you the 100% of it. Yeah, the more I give, the more I receive. I've learned that mantra in my life. So here it is, Sugan, the 100% for you. Usha, develop the mindset where you don't worry about ups and downs. Yeah, oh my God, wow, that one was big, Usha. Develop the mindset where you don't worry about ups and downs. Think that is how market works. It is not any different that's happening. Yeah, absolutely. And if we've picked good quality investments, if we have made the right decisions with a lot of study and understanding, then yes, we just need to stay put, and rather when the market is going down, we need to be buying more and keep growing. Awesome, Usha. Great, Sugan. What else? Who else is taking away what? Please start typing. And there might be some of you who have not acknowledged that they are here. So this is time also to acknowledge. And how many of you are sharing the video? Okay, Usha, you've shared. Got it. What about others? Are you sharing? Are you thinking? Are you writing what you understood or what you're taking away? Are you saying that, oh, I'm still wondering? I'm still wondering what happened here, huh? Well, I want to hear from some of you. Diksha, thank you for sharing the video. Thank you. What are you getting, Diksha? I know Diksha, Usha, you guys are the champions for women on wealthy women. I really look forward to. You guys, I want to really acknowledge you. You guys keep sharing the work. You keep letting other people know that here is an opportunity that exists. You personally keep growing. So yeah, thank you. Hey Lata, I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you for jumping in, getting inspired. What are you taking away, Lata? What did you get today? Did you attend the live? Because I remember you said right in the very beginning that you were here, right? Some people who are joining in now know that I am waiting for some women who've been attending since the very beginning. I've been waiting for them to share what they're getting. Because today I think the conversation was a little deep. Actually, it was more a process on how to decode. How to decode and how to play along. Yeah, I think I'm going to change the header of this decoding and type that in. Maybe that will help more people. Okay guys, it's 10:30. My time for the decoding is complete. For now, I'm closing the live. Thank you for attending. Thank you for being here and keep coming back for your financial progress. Know that I'm right here to support you move forward, access your financial goals. Loads of love. Bye-bye.